everyone. I just kind of wanted to go over pageant prep. I know this time of year last year I was getting ready for the Miss Seven Rivers pageant. I had just been done with Miss Lacrosse Oktoberfest, and that was a different experience because that was a local. So going into the season of open pageants can be a little bit more different than going to a local because they do get together. Usually locals will get together maybe twice a week for a period of time. With an open, it can be quite different. An open is kind of nice because it's a one-day thing. You get there in the morning, you do your thing, and then you go on with the day. So it's kind of nice. But these are the 5 things to prep that I personally did. Everybody is different, but I personally did these 5 things to prep for a pageant. If maybe this is your first time competing, or maybe you're newer to the Miss America organization, welcome. But maybe you need just a little bit of a refresher or would like kind of an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. I know I wish I would have had somebody there to kind of give me a list. I did have plenty of friends who had been running though, so that was kind of nice. I have 5 things. The first thing is if you're new, go to the Miss Wisconsin website and they have a list down the side of the website of all the pageants in the state of Wisconsin. Now you may not be eligible for some because you may not live or go to school or work in that area full time. Those are local pageants. However, if you are eligible for a open pageant, then that means that you just need to be a resident of the state of Wisconsin. Yay! Oh, and my cat wants to say hi. He keeps bugging me. This is my cat, everybody. This is Captain Morgan, and he has a twin brother, Captain Jack. He likes to bug me sometimes, so he may be in the video from time and time again. Hi, everybody. So, with that being said, hi. You want to find that pageant that you're eligible for, whether it's an open or a local. If it's an open and you're eligible, email or call that director. I personally email the directors in case that they may be working and may not be able to get back to me. That way they get it, that email, they can respond to you, and also that means that they have your email so they can send you the information when need be. After you are eligible for a pageant and they have availability in that pageant, then what you need to do is set up your Children's Miracle Network contestant page. Every contestant at the local level in the Miss America organization must raise $100. It is to your best interest to educate yourself on the Children's Miracle Network hospitals if you're unaware. It is our national platform, and it is a wonderful platform that we do have and get to spend time with these children who need our help. Let's see, I started getting my donations from friends and family. It is really nice once you set up your page. It kind of gives you a autofill of what you're doing as a contestant, what the what the Children's Miracle Network is all about. So that way you can just fill in the emails and shoot them off, and your family can actually send you donations through the website, so they don't necessarily have to send you a check through the mail, which is kind of nice. Also, let's see. Oh, very, very important. You must get your Children's Miracle Network raised before the pageant. It is a requirement of your eligibility to run as a contestant. If you don't raise it, you will not be able to run. So it's a very, very important thing. However, I don't think that you'll have any problem raising the money. It's a really great program which helps many, many children. You should know why it's important and why people should donate. Those are 2 major questions that I got along the years. And then the very next point I want to talk about is sending in your contract. Once you, usually with open pageants, because there are so many girls competing, CMN or Children's Miracle Network is the very first thing to make you an eligible contestant. Second thing is getting your contract in. If you can get your contract in, that's very, very important. It's another requirement that you must have as a contestant before you're eligible to run. This is something that will be sent to you via email or maybe even in the mail itself by the director. If you have any questions while you're filling it out, don't hesitate to ask the director that you're running for the pageant, or you can even ask if you know anybody in the pageant world, or maybe another former director or a director in another local that you may know. If none of those options work for you, you can always email the state director. Let's see. Oh, very important. There's a portion in the contract that must be notarized. Notarization must be filled out in front of that notary. So do not fill out that page, otherwise you may have to get a new contract and fill it all out again. You must fill that out in front of the person. You can get your contract notarized at a bank, which is usually what I do. It only takes a couple of minutes. You can do it at the post office, I believe, and I think you can also do it at City Hall. If you can't find somebody to do it, I'm pretty sure they do it at all banks, but that's where I do it, and it's completely free. You don't have to pay for it. You must bring a ID, like a license, to show that you are a resident of the state, though. So that's very important. And one of the last points I want to make is your platform and fact sheet. This is something that is almost like a pageant resume. It's going to be what makes you stand out to another contestant. Every contestant has one, and what it is going to be the issue in which you are going to dedicate your year to of service in which you have a passion for. So hopefully, if you win, this will be your platform. Mine, for example, is childhood obesity. I work with Boys and Girls Club, YMCA. I work with the La Crosse County Health Department, and I work within those organizations to help fight against childhood obesity. So maybe you want to do something that you're very passionate about. Maybe you are passionate about blood donation or food drives, or maybe something that has to do with cancer or research. You have to find out something that you're very interested in. If you're not interested in, you may not be the best advocate for it. So maybe take some time, take some me time, research online. What do I really like? What am I active in, and what am I passionate about? That's going to be something that you're going to be working with quite often. So might as well be something you like, right? Okay. So next page. When you are filling out this pageant resume or the platform and fact sheet, you will get a template from your director, and then you can fill in this template. Don't make it a quick thing. This is going to be something that's going to be in the hands of the judges, and hopefully the people who are going to make that ultimate decision, and you would hope that it would be you, right? So you want to make it look as best as possible. My platform sheet and my fact sheet circulate through many, many, many hands to get edited and to get reviewed, so I can get feedback on it and how it looks. Make sure that you aren't just rushing through this just to get it done. This should be something that does take a lot of time and effort. You don't want any punctuation or grammar errors. You want to make it look really professional, really clean. Let's see what else. Oh, a very important thing, know everything that you put on your platform. This is something that the judges are going to look at and ask you questions about during your interview, so make sure you know exactly what you're putting on there. And also, if you've never run in a pageant and maybe this is your first time having a platform and you've never done anything in it, that's okay. That's completely fine. It doesn't mean you're not going to win, because there have been title holders who it's their very first time, it's their very first pageant ever. So it's all in how you are going to do something with your platform, your intentions with your platform. So just making sure that it's crisp and clean before it gets to those judges, that's really what you want. And then other than that, the only other things that I can think of for prepping for a pageant, maybe there are some other contracts that the director will send you, like an appendix for that certain pageant that you may need to sign and off on. And they're also looking to get a copy of your talent music, which has to be 90 seconds, no more. It can be less, but no more than that. And then possibly a headshot for the program book. And with that, you may need, if it was done by a professional, you may need to get that approval to send over that professional photo to that director. And very last thing that I can think of is there may be sentences that you need to send in, a written copy, about 3 to 4 sentences for different phases of competition. Maybe it's during your talent to kind of give the audience and the judges a viewpoint of your talent. Like for instance, mine is pick skating. Well, pick skating is a simulation of figure skating, and tonight I will be skating to Michael Bublé. Something very short and sweet, but it gives the audience kind of an intro to what you're going to be doing. If you have any other questions, I really, really hope that this helped you, but if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. On the Miss Seven Rivers website, there are other links that may help you. There's a Pageant 101. You can get some other ideas under the download section of where the contract is, so you can kind of read through that, look at that. There is a fact and platform sheet that you can look at and get ideas off of. There's many, many people out there who are more than willing to help you. You just have to ask. The Miss America organization is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for young women, and what's really great is that they're all volunteers, so you know that you're in good hands. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I really hope that this video today helped you along with your pageant prep, and best of luck. Thank you. Signing out, Miss Seven Rivers 2013.